man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind. Shit, all that shit going for a different price, though. I bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors. This shit smoke, it's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Better these ranks, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.
What's happening, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. It is that Saturday morning's review for Friday Night SmackDown. It is great to see everybody. Bird, how you doing, man?
Man, you know what time it is, man. It's another Saturday morning, and we got a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, like I said, it's great to see everybody. I am not at my regular space right now, but I was still able to get set up to come and fuck with you guys, man, because we love you that much. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, man. I would give Friday Night SmackDown. Now, it wasn't good as Monday Night Raw. I don't know if you saw Raw, Bird, but Friday Night SmackDown, what's that again? I'm sorry.
No. I was going to say I saw bits of Raw. I didn't see the whole show.
Yeah. They had a lot of surprises and a lot of call up. So which is why I'm kind of surprised that one person didn't get called up to here. So we did have 3 call ups, though, to be technical about it. So we can't be too mad about it. With that being said, I would give Friday Night SmackDown about 3.5, 4-ish area out of 5. What would you give it, Bird?
Yeah, about the same, about 3.5. I'll give it, well, since now that I'm sitting here thinking about the call-ups and how some of the call-ups, came about, well, I guess we'll get into that a little bit later. I guess I can give it a 4.
Okay, I ain't mad at all about that. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. The first thing that we can tackle, if you want to be honest, we can go ahead and right quick tackle this little bit. So, as we all know, after Mania, there's always spring cleaning because some people have to be called up. So if some people gonna get called up, you gotta get rid of some of the dust at the top. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, there was a lot of releases yesterday, and a very sad time of the year. Part of releases, the Y6, May Steel, Tyson for NXT, what's the name? Zelina and Aleister Black.
That was crazy. That was crazy work.
That was crazy because, okay, I'm gonna tackle this right quick. Zelina, Aleister Black, and Zelina were the original people that were supposed to be behind the phone for Randy Orton. It was already working on the angle with him talking to Randy a few weeks in advance. On TV as that, they were already actively in that conversation. And then TKO wanted to throw Pat McAfee into the equation, which didn't help at all. They wanted to do it for ticket sales, but they had to put tickets on sale the last weekend and give certain incentives and do all this other type of stuff to sell tickets at the end. So Pat McAfee's involvement really didn't help anything. It hurt the story. If it would have been Aleister Black, it would have made sense because it was setting it up. So it's unfortunate for Aleister Black because he came back to WWE because he didn't like how he was being booked in AEW. And they gave him Karrion Kross's what is it again? Whole gimmick or whatnot. Karrion Kross was really over. So with that being said, we didn't like the fact that they gave him Karrion Kross's gimmick, but he was backing up in the ring, especially during the last 3 or 4 weeks with them. Like, he was literally put in the main event the last 2 or 3 weeks, and he performed. Like, he did great in them. I was kind of excited to start seeing what he was going to do. So him being let go when it wasn't even his fault that they took him out of the storyline that he was setting up himself, That's wicked. That's wicked work. I understand they gotta let some people go, and some people are gonna be kind of important, but they literally screwed him. TKO, and they kind of screwed Aleister Black. But like I said, I'm gonna get your opinion on that too, Bird. But like I said, I'm trying to think of more names. Kairi Sane, that's crazy as well.
Not Jordan Grace. What's her name? Was it Jordan Grace? I seen the list. Was it Jordan? Not Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace ain't go.
What is her name?
I got a list. I just have to look at it a little later on. But I don't want to just pull it up right now while we're talking. But while you talk, I might pull it up and think of some more names. But it was a lot of names. Oh, Adrian Chase too, by the way. Adrian Chase wasn't just let go. He was already informed that he was going to be let go. So that's why we hadn't seen him on NXT TV for a while, because he already pretty much knew the writing on the wall. They already told him he's going to be one of the ones let go. So it's unfortunate, man. It's very, very unfortunate. But it unfortunately, it has to happen. Like I said, the two surprises to me were Aleister Black and Kairi Sane. Everybody else, I didn't like it, but it didn't really shape or shift anything to let them go. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I was shocked about it. I was shocked, but not shocked by the whole Wyatt Six being let go. Like the whole, they whacked the whole clan.
The whole clan. I was surprised about the whole clan. I thought they would probably keep Bo Dallas and, try to do something else with him since they kept him on TV so much. Nikki Cross, they kind of screwed her too. They didn't even have her wrestle. The whole time she was part of the Wyatt Six, she didn't have a single match. Not one. So
singles. No, she always like intervened when they had like these tag team, like matches or whatever they were calling them. So that sucks for her.
She like they gave her no action. So that's just part of creative, though. That's why that's another reason why I feel like they got to get better people in creative, because you not having these people who have good stories, it leads to this. No crowd reaction. That we're not making no money off of them. Oh, you make about 2 or 3 million, but we ain't making no money off you. All right, that spring cleaning come, we're gonna go in and get you on out of here. Feel what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. Bro, what you think about these cuts, man? What were your biggest surprises and things that you wanted to hit on that?
They all were actually surprising, but then again, none of the people that got let go, it's never none of their fault. We got to understand too, when they let these people go, that it's literally because they have nothing for them, and they've probably been sitting around for a long time.
Apollo Creed. That's what I was thinking about. Apollo Creed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. No. That Apollo Creed was in there. Then they had just brought him back not too long ago. So,
technically, he never left. He had a shoulder injury.
Oh.
Yeah. He would never let go. He just had an injury, so he just came back on TV not too long ago. But he never did really just left.
Okay. But yeah, all of them were unfortunate. Biggest surprise, them letting go of the whole Wyatt Six and Aleister Black and Zelina. I'm surprised they let them go, especially when they was kind of already in kind of like the storyline like you touched on earlier with Randy Orton, which would have made a whole bunch of sense. And then obviously you should have did something with him if you let go of Karrion Kross and gave. I don't want to keep saying gave him his image. I mean, Aleister Black kind of had the same image too.
They gave
not as much as Karrion Kross. I'll give you that, but it kind of was in the same realm. So I see why they gave it to him, but it's very unfortunate he got let go. But this is what happens. After WrestleMania, these big let goes happen. So it's unfortunate. So I'm sure that some of those people, and like they always do, half of those people will be seeing come back again. So
definitely. I thought Boss Man about to chime in, but yeah, definitely, man. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully we see some of these people on the Indies, AEW, TNA, whatever. We just hopefully see them again and wish them the best in their careers. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the first segment of SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty good. Like I said, I gave somewhere between 3.5 and 4. It wasn't as good as Raw, but it wasn't bad at all. I was still very entertained. The first segment we had Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu comes out and pretty much talks about the fact how he challenged Roman. And Roman told him, hey, I'm going to give you a week to think about it because you need to know if you're ready to acknowledge me if you lose, or are you ready to carry the burden of this championship? And Jacob Fatu did admit that he's really been thinking about it. The Usos came out, and they're pretty much like, you know, hey, we love you, we fuck with you, but hey, what you got going? You know what I mean? With this, you can just be a part of us, pretty much. You know what I mean? We ain't got to go through it. Just join us, pretty much what he's saying. As the Usos are trying to convince him, we got an interruption by Solo Sikoa. As you all know, Solo Sikoa and his MFT were how they brought Jacob Fatu in the first place. We all know they had a falling out, TV-wise. They had a falling out because Solo was too, how can I say, he didn't appreciate Jacob enough and kept saying stuff like, you know, he brought him in and he's the reason why he's here and all that good whatnot. And saying pretty much Jacob was stupid. So Jacob got tired of it, turned on him, and now they've been at odds ever since. With that being said, Jacob wanted him to join him. Tama Tonga, he pretty much grabbed the mic from Solo and said, hey, I don't know what you're wasting your time for. He can't be wrong because he can't even beat you. Which I ain't gonna lie, if I was Solo, I'd have been like, what you mean can't even beat me? I pinned Roman. So technically, you know what I mean? Me and Roman pinned each other. I pinned him once and he done pinned me once. So technically me and Roman on the same playing field. That's what I would have said if I was Solo. You know, we all know he's not, but I would have said it. I'd have been like, hold on now, don't throw me in your shit. You feel what I'm saying? But it was an interesting first segment. It pretty much led to Nick Aldis making a match between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa for the main event for a night. Which, hey, I loved it. I loved that. When I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a match that we all been wanting to see for a while. So with that being said, we got this set up for the night. And the Usos are seemingly behind Jacob if he needed help. But at the same time, they know he's going against Roman, so they're still kind of trying to be a little standoffish and whatnot. Bird, what do you think about this first segment?
I loved it. It was a great way to open up SmackDown. I like now how we're probably going to finally see this Roman and Jacob Fatu match, which I think it'd be a banger. I like how they have two. They remind us that obviously everybody's family, obviously, but that Jacob Fatu can go either way.
Except JC.
Yeah, except JC. But he can go either way. You know, after they're done with this story, you know, they can easily have him join either faction, which I think is pretty cool. It is going to be exciting. I think this should be a SummerSlam match. It shouldn't be Backlash or anything like that. They should really build on this. They have some time to really build on this and make it good. Just like when Roman was fighting Jey Uso, you know, how they built that, and that was actually a good match in my opinion. So they have the chance now to build that like that and get some traction out of that. But I think it'll be good. It'll be real good for the sport. But like I said, excellent way to open up SmackDown.
For sure. I think, in my opinion, they should revisit the Solo versus Roman thing. You know what I mean? Roman got his faction back pretty much with the Usos. And hopefully he gets you joining in, boss? You saying something? Probably not. Hopefully he does. And who else supposed to be in that faction? I know maybe Sammy, because Sammy's pretty much turning right now in front of our eyes because the crowd is turning on him.
I that.
I mean that was gonna happen because you know they're throwing them in our face. And we hate that. Yeah. We hate that. You don't gotta take every year he do some bullshit. You can't be you don't get the world title, so you go down to the mid card title and get it immediately. Now you don't go through no trials and tribulations. You have a match and you get the title, like he did last year. You know what I mean? When he beat Gunther, pretty much.
That was.
He, took Chad Gable's spotlight. We got to get off that. But he took Chad Gable's spotlight. You feel what I'm saying? They'll put Chad Gable, they'll put the end Gunther shit. So now this year come around, you do the same thing with Carmelo Hayes. You in his current reign, and rob us of a match between Melo and Trick at WrestleMania. Two black men who already tore it down one year in NXT, Stand and Deliver. So just saying, we're gonna move on from that. I hope that the Bloodline does get back together. So Solo and Roman should revisit their thing. If they're not going to revisit, then Solo needs to join the Bloodline again. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I like Solo by himself, but they don't do enough for him. I feel like the only reason why two of them Samoans still have a job is because they're Samoans or they're connected to the Samoans. That's Tonga Loa and JC. And that don't mean JC is a bad rapper. He's an amazing.
He's actually really, really good.
He's just as good as Jacob Fatu. Just as good. I've seen him on the Indies. He can do everything Jacob Fatu can. Yeah, maybe even more. I don't know. I've seen him do so much on the indie scene. It's crazy how they water him down in WWE. I know you got to, because you don't want to get hurt or whatnot, but they do it too much for him. But with that being said, they haven't done nothing with him at all. So they only still got a job because of them being connected to the Samoans or whatnot in the Bloodline. So with that being said, it's kind of important because they can literally let both of them go and nothing of any story is gonna change.
Nothing. That's crazy though. That's crazy.
You let them go and keep somebody like Apollo Crews or even Aleister Black and Kairi Sane. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like they were gonna let Zelina go. And if they let her go, they knew Aleister Black would have a problem with it. That's kind of where I
team too.
Might well whack both.
That's crazy. That's
like when you think about it, think about all the females that are connected to their man. Think about it. Montez Ford wasn't doing shit. He was in catering. But that's Bianca Belair husband. You better not. You feel what I'm saying? What's the guy? Johnny Gargano. He wasn't hardly doing shit. But Candice LeRae trained a lot of women. She trained a lot of women.
She's really good. She's really good too. She's a really good wrestler too.
Absolutely. Like a lot of women on the SmackDown roster, they went through Candice LeRae for training. So they're not gonna let her go. No, pretty much. So that means they're not gonna let Johnny go. Look what happened to Andrade as soon as him and Charlotte got over. Got him on out of there. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, the wrestling industry is a tricky business. Real politician.
It is, man. But like we said, man, hopefully they get this going with Jacob and Roman. I want them to revisit the Solo and Roman thing, but we'll just see. We will see. We're gonna move on to the next thing. The next thing we had on the card tonight. We had Tiffany Stratton versus Julia. I'm so happy for this match because both of them needed it. This was a banger. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't spots. It was a couple of spots here and there that wasn't you saw a small little hitch and whatever was going on. But overall, it was a great match. And both of them, Tiffany Stratton hadn't been on TV in 3 weeks, and Julia had been hurt, and she hadn't had a bunch of good matches or whatnot. We all know Julia and Stephanie Valkyrie came in at the same time. They had the same buzz in NXT. Hell, Julia had more buzz than Stephanie. I'm gonna be honest. When she first came, her buzz was a little higher because more people kind of knew her a little bit or whatnot. I knew Julia before I knew Stephanie at least. So she had a lot of buzz, but they haven't really booked her right in WWE. I was scared that she was gonna be let go as well. With that being said, she wasn't, and she had a banger match against Tiffany. She probably was fighting for her life pretty much tonight. So I'm glad she had this banger match. But at the end of the day, we have a new women's U.S. champion in Tiffany Stratton. This is probably a good move. She'll bring a good name to the title. They love the blue hair, blonde look, and Tiffany is that personified. She's a great wrestler too. She goes. So I'm not mad at Tiffany. It was really, really good for her, and they're gonna have a good time with it. What do you think, Bird? What do you think about this match and everything around it?
It was a good match. I agree. Because it was times that we forgot that Julia had the belt, unless we seen her with it. Like, oh yeah, that's where the Women's United States Championship is. But anyway, it's not her fault. But this should bring more eyes and a little bit more of a buzz to the championship, because it really needs it. It really needs it. They need to, I don't know, maybe they need to put the open challenge on for the women's title and see how that works or something. I'm not sure, but they definitely need to really juice up the title, and I think this will really be good for the title, for Julia and for Tiffany. Tiffany's kind of like not hitting the reset button, but kind of like took a step back and then now like kind of re-showing herself to it. So I think this is a good way for her to do it, and I think this is one good thing that TKO has done. So good. It was a good match overall.
I ain't gonna say nothing good came from TKO. I'm gonna just say the Riders finally thought about something, or SmackDown thought about something. Even though the SmackDown Riders suck too, but I would give them more credit than what I would give TKO. Because TKO the one, like I said, put Pat McAfee in the things and it messed everything up for people. Even Jelly Roll said we shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I agree.
And Pat also said, so we're gonna get back to the match and everything, but I do agree with you. If she did an open challenge and just had random women come out, that would help a lot. It would give a lot of women a lot of shine. They can bring all kind of women from NXT, TNA, AAA. There's a lot of women wrestlers right now who aren't doing anything and can use the shine of having a good match. Tiffany Stratton can go too, so I think it's a good idea. They don't really they do it just like the men's, because you don't got a story with it right now. So until you develop a story, go ahead and go. You know what I mean? You got a story with it now with Trick Williams. So Trick Williams probably not going to do open invitation or whatnot because they got a story going now. So they don't got to do it. But now that Tiffany got it, go ahead and do it. Open it back up for the women. I think that'll be dope. But yes. Dang, what was I saying? I was just saying something about the It'll slip my mind. But yes. If I think about it again, I'll bring it back up. But they should definitely do that, and hopefully they do, and we would say, Pat McAfee. So Pat McAfee, the original plan, reportedly, not 100% sure. The original plan was reportedly for Pat McAfee to help Randy Orton win. But when that would have happened, Pat McAfee would have had to stay around. The negativity from Pat McAfee being inserted was so heavy. Week 1, the first week of it happening, he told them he didn't want to do it no more. Actually, he told them from the jump he didn't want to do it. They made him do it, and then afterward, the negativity was so bad, not just from the fans, but from the actual active roster. They hated him being involved in this storyline so bad that he told TKO, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this. They will not accept it. And after WrestleMania, I'm going to be done with this, pretty much. So they couldn't have him win it and not stick around. So that's why the plans kind of changed up for Randy to lose. So I pretty much think Randy's going to eventually win it from Cody. Since they inserted Pat McAfee and was such a clusterfuck, they had to get the Pat McAfee thing off their back, and then they're going to have to go on from there.
Yeah.
Me personally, after week 1, when you saw it was so bad, you could have had Aleister Black still come in and kick give Pat McAfee a kick or whatnot, and say, hey, it was always me. I told Pat to tell him that. Randy, this is me in your head. I'm the voice or whatnot. Something like that. Either way, you could have inserted him and did damage control after week 1, but they decided not to. What were you about to say, Bird?
No, I was just going to say that, I'm glad now that tag match that was supposedly reporting at Backlash, Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee in a tag match isn't happening. So maybe we'll get. I know. Maybe now we'll get Randy Orton and we'll probably win the belt at Backlash. Is what I'm thinking.
Hopefully, maybe.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't wait all the way to SummerSlam, because that'd be kind of too long.
Yeah, Cody, if Cody can win back at SummerSlam, but right now
something like that. Yeah, he has to lose the belt right now.
Yeah,
so
it's too much. That people didn't want him to have in the first place. We all still wanted Drew McIntyre to be champ. Right now, they proved us right when we said Drew and Randy would have been a better match. It would have been a better story or whatnot. But it is what it is. It is what it is. That's what we got. You like my hat, Bird?
Oh yeah, man. Yes, sir.
I wore it. I was like, I got a Milwaukee hat. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But like I said, Julius should do the open challenge, and hopefully, Tiff Stratus should do the opening challenge, and hopefully Julia can find a storyline. Kiana James as well. Get her on the storyline too. Hell, go for the tag title. But speaking of tag titles, the next thing that we can talk about and discuss is the return of Paige. Paige returned at WrestleMania and won the tag title with Brie Bella. Now, I don't think she should have won the tag title. I don't. But the Bella Twins were originally planned to win the title. And I kind of figured that because out of the 4 people that was in the match, they were the only ones who hadn't held the women's tag team title. And we all know that they love the Bellas. Because I forgot who it is, but somebody they know is kind of higher up, their uncle or stepdad or something like that. They got higher up in rankings in there that's related to them. So that's one of the reasons why they were inducted into the Hall of Fame so quick. But no offense to the Bellas. Like, I don't think they're terrible people. I just hate how they're catered to so much. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Nikki Bella is still hurt. By the way, they did cheat at WrestleMania to win these titles. Nikki Bella did cause a distraction to make to hit Charlotte while referee wasn't looking. And then it caused Alexa Bliss to miss her Twisted Fate finish. Paige got her knees up, and they ended up winning the match off of that distraction. So that being said, of course, they're going to be the first ones in line for a title shot. So Brie and Paige came out talking about the WrestleMania victory and how Paige is glad to be back. I really forgot how husky Paige's voice is. God, it sounds like she needs some lotion. Drink some lotion. She's all that.
Yeah, it is raspy.
Hold on. Get the mic, Bree. Get it off of her. God, that sounds terrible. But she still looks like she's in great shape, and she looked good in the match at WrestleMania. So it's good to have her back. By the way, this is probably gonna be her last run. She kind of announced that after this WWE run, she's not gonna be pursuing wrestling anymore. So enjoy it while you got it. With that being said, Charlotte and Alexa did come out and confront them about how they won the tag titles, and they're like, "What you want to do?" And they're like, "We can have a match right now." And the crowd's all like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes." The crowd doing this 10 years after he left kind of reminds me of a certain person who then came back and dominated 10 years after they left. I'm just saying, I could be talking about anybody.
Are you talking about CM Punk?
CM Punk, you know what I mean? But they're still doing this. Somebody created that, and he's been gone for five years for sure. He's been gone. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He was supposed to have really been gone 10 years ago when he originally announced something about his neck. I'm talking about Daniel Bryan. So
he could have been a character. He could have been a character that been up in Mount Rushmore when fans are doing stuff like that. He could have been like a Stone Cold character, like the Rock character, like he could have been one of them. Because look, he hasn't been there for so long. They act like he finna come right out, and they know he not. You know, and that's crazy. The buzz he has over the whole wrestling world, AEW, WWE, no matter where. That's crazy. They dropped the ball on him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think they dropped the ball on. They gave him the title. Yeah, what, twice I think he turned into his own little wooden golden title.
Oh yeah,
He got hit,
I remember
he
that.
got hurt. He got hurt. You know what I mean? He retired, and then he came back and still wrestled for a while, and left for AEW. I'm pretty sure AEW had better money, but around the time he was left, that was COVID time. So
That's what I mean when I said
he
try to call that kind of signing.
He might have would have got cut anyway because of the COVID times. I mean, they cut Kurt Angle during that time, so it ain't no telling who would have got cut around that time.
They would have rioted if they would have cut Ryan.
Yeah, it would have been bad. It definitely would have been, but I mean, they cut R-Truth at the top of his thing, so it's no telling who they'll cut. You feel what I'm saying? It's WWE. Like, we're gonna mess around it, and I'm not wishing this on nobody. We're gonna mess around it and hear them cut Javon Evans. We're gonna be like, what? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all crazy. You know what I mean? They do that type of stuff sometimes. So it is what it is with that. But like I said, they still do this. So hopefully, they did this during this segment. So that was great to see, and it always is. They always do it when Bree and Nikki are out there. So yeah, it was pretty dope. So we got this match, and it was a good match for about 7-8 minutes. Mm-hmm. Then you know what happened? Fatal, what's that? Attraction? Influence. Fatal influence.
Yeah.
Fatal influence from NXT, you guys, led by Jesse James, came out, interrupted the match, and pretty much wrecked shop. Laid everybody out. Y'all, this was a great debut. I loved it. When I saw him come out, like I knew, when I saw Jesse James, I said, oh snap. I knew Jesse James was coming to SmackDown. They kind of already announced that. So when she came out, I said, oh, cool. That's great. I don't know why she's getting involved in the tag thing, but that's cool. Then I saw her other factions come out. I said, oh, snap. They done did something now. This was a great call, in my opinion. There are no women factions. None. Because the Kabuki Warriors are not done. If they were going to put them back together, that's not happening now. So now there's no women faction. So now I think about it, that's probably why they let Kairi Sane go and the Wise Six go, because they were bringing in a whole nother faction. And don't tell them what they making. Because, hey, Jesse Jane can go. And her faction members are good too. I forgot the name of the other one. What's her other two members' names?
Remember, I don't too much watch NXT like that. And catch that. I've heard of the group, but I don't know nobody but the leader name.
Okay, so I did know him, and my fault, y'all. I got ADHD. I be forgetting. But one of them follows our page. One of them does follow our page. I can't remember the name, and I'm so sorry. I will get the name, and I will say it later on, but I just can't remember right now. But shout out to Fatal Influence. I'm so happy for them. This is very needed and very much an upgrade for the SmackDown roster, especially women-wise. Now, another call-up that I thought was going to happen, Joe Henry got called to Raw, but I really thought he was going to SmackDown. I'm not mad at him being on Raw. It's Netflix. He's going to be a big star. But Raw didn't really get that many. I mean, SmackDown didn't really get that many call-ups. They got Fatal Influence. I ain't seen nobody else.
They got, I thought they got somebody else.
I think Mandy Rose coming next week. Mandy Rose. I think she coming next week. Cause they had like a little commercial of her and said coming soon. And they're not gonna put it on SmackDown if she's coming on Raw. You ain't see no Joe Henry commercials tonight.
You mean Blake Monroe?
Blake Monroe. Oh, tripping. Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe is coming next week. So that's pretty decent. You know what I mean? Blake Monroe can go. She has a good character too. So that's the women's on SmackDown is gonna be pretty lit if they do them right. But no men came up for SmackDown, so I don't know. I guess they're saying they don't need it since they got Royce Keys, I guess. So they're gonna build something around him. It looked like it at least. I mean, second match, he already won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. But with that being said, like I said, Fatal Influence finally got the call up. They interrupted this match between the Bellas. Brie Bella Page. Charlotte and Alexa. What do you think about this, Bird?
Man, when I seen this, I thought it was excellent. It gave me like reminiscence of like the Shield, kind of like the way they just came in and just beat up everybody and you know took no prisoners, and I loved it. And it looks like you said, all three of them can like go, and that's gonna be real good. And I don't know. I think I don't know if Jade faction is that they still got a faction with Jade.
Yeah, I mean they haven't said anything about breaking them up. They ain't released nobody yet either, so I'm pretty sure they still got a faction.
So now it's two women factions.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so now it's two that's on SmackDown, which is good. The women division is stacked now. So now what they need to do is do something with it. So I'm very excited. When I seen it, it was man, the tag match with Brino, and it was good too. But you know they knew what they were doing. I'm glad the writers did this. It was very much needed. It was a boost in the women's division. So it's gonna be exciting. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, like you said, it was a great decision to bring them all up. Like I said, I had really heard about Jessie Jane. I already knew she was coming. But bringing the whole faction, I said, oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir. Now we cooking with grease. I liked it a lot. Shout out to them girls, man. I hope they do great things. The next thing we can tackle on the agenda. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes had a promo tonight. He pretty much was just saying stuff about what happened at WrestleMania, how Randy Orton not there, how you know he's still the champion or whatnot, even though he didn't look like the champion at the end. He talked about how he would how he had to walk off or whatnot like a champion, because that's what champions do. He probably should have been on the stretcher. He just talked about everything that happened pretty much. He pretty much at the end said, I'm not hard to find, I'm hard to beat. It was an okay segment. It was an okay promo. It wasn't bad or nothing. Did I think it was necessary? No. Took up screen time. But other than that, I guess they had to show the champion. I wish he'd have came out and like whoever's gonna be his real next challenger should have came out too. Said something. Okay, he gotta have a match at Backlash. I thought it was gonna be CM Punk, but CM Punk may go away for a few weeks. You know what I mean? Get a little break in and then come back. Other than that, it was an okay segment. You want to talk about it, Bird?
I can touch on it a bit. It was an okay segment. It kind of was needed because, for one, the champion has to be shown on the show, especially after WrestleMania. So it was this first SmackDown after WrestleMania. I think they're trying to make it as big as the Raw after WrestleMania, which is rightfully so. That's why I think SmackDown was 4 out of 5. You know, they kind of really tried to make it good, and for the most part, they did. Segment was okay. It was needed, you know. But like you said, it would have been nice to have his challenger come out and show their face. But I think that might happen next week. And I think it's gonna be a rematch with Randy Orton for the title, and hopefully Randy Orton will take the title at Backlash. But the segment was okay. It was okay. It was well needed. Man, Randy Orton punted. You see his eye, man? He punted the hell out of him, dude. Like, that was...
Yeah, he gave him a real kick. I don't know if he saw all that damage, but, I mean, they had to make it realistic, you know? So.
Oh, yeah. That was really realistic. And
yeah,
shout out to Cody for taking that, too, because he took that
Shout out to him, man. Cody don't do no wrong. Cody don't do bad, bro. Anything that goes back, it's writing wise. But Cody himself, he does everything you need out of a champion. You know, staying late, doing house shows. You know, they're taking real hits like that. Boy, I'd have had my head turned so quick, they definitely would have said, he didn't kick him. You got that right. Him and Vince, I think, are the only two that took that kick full on. Or not. Vince took the kick full on too. He told Randy, hey, kick the fuck out. And he had a concussion. And I think he lost a tooth or something. Or broke his nose. broke his nose when he did Vince. So that's some shit right there, man. They need to be careful with that. I would put my hand up. I ain't gonna lie. I would take it, but I would have my hand right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That eye looks terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Or at least, you know, I have like 3 fingers right here. You know what I mean? So I feel some of it, but dang, don't make me bleed. Now he gave him concussion. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Cody, shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing. Next thing we get here on the agenda, man, we had the tag match between Ron Killings, who is R-Truth, and Damian Priest versus MFT's Jacob and Tamataga. It was a good match. I'm not mad at this match at all. It was for the tag team titles that MFT lost to them in the first place. Solo pretty much ordered them to make sure they bring that title back in this week. Great match. It wasn't like a 5-star match, but this wasn't a boring match at all. I'm really happy for it. At one point I thought MFT was about to win, especially when they did that German suplex, and he almost got the count. Damian, before to interrupt it, but Jesse kind of let go a little bit. You know, it looked kind of Damian should have hurried up and interrupted it. Cause if JC didn't let go, technically that would have been a 3 count. So it is what it is. Like I said, decent match. I wasn't mad at it at all. Damian and Priest look like that. I mean, not Damian and Priest. Damian and Truth look like they're having a lot of fun with these titles right now. I hope they get more challengers and not just do MFTs every week. But because technically they can do different variations of them. But I hope not. We'll see what happens with it. What do you think about this match, Bird?
Match is good. Match is okay. I do think Truth and Priest are having fun. I think they're a good tag team. They should hold the titles for a minute, at least till SummerSlam, in my opinion. Unless because the crowd love them. So it'd be good for them to have a real good heel tag team to go against. And it cannot be anybody from the MFTs. I'm sorry. It has to be some other different tag team. It cannot be them at all. And I guess I don't have to worry about anybody from the Wyatt Six, unfortunately, either. So, long as it's somebody else and it's a real good, nice team, even if they're building up a heel tag team, that'd be fine, because they're building up, Truth and Priest, even though they're building up Priest to be a baby face anyway. They was doing that anyway before he came in the tag team, so it is working both ways. So
I forgot to announce, we also don't have to worry about Motor City Machine Gun. They let them go. That was a shock.
That was shocking, because I actually I learned to actually like them. They were pretty good.
Man, if you knew everything that they've done outside of WWE, it was such a monumental moment for people who know them to see them in WWE, and the fact that they gave them the tag titles like on their second or third match, and then after they lost, they didn't do nothing else with them, nothing at all. Like really with the whole tag division, Action Fraction, they ain't did nothing with them. They ain't did nothing with Alberto and Hernandez, whatever. I keep forgetting her name. Del Fantasma, they ain't did nothing with them. And they had a whole thing going with all of them going for the title, and it was fun. It felt exciting. And they just stopped doing it for some reason. I don't know why. They just stopped doing it. So I don't know. They let Motor City Machine Guns go, and that was kind of crazy to me. They could have been a team to go for them titles. It could have even went heel. They could have had Johnny join them and been a whole thing. Matter of fact, that was another thing. They were involved with Johnny, and they still let them go. So it is what it is. The tag titles, hopefully they be exciting, and they do something with them. I can't guarantee they will because it's WWE, but right now, R-Truth and Damian are having fun. I think Damian should change up his gimmick a little bit. he should go more of a hip hop thing and kind of not exactly match Truth, but be closer to it. Because his music sucks. Nobody's standing up doing an all rise thing, and we don't like it. But I like Damien himself. You know what I mean? I think he's a cool person, and I like his rapping too. He can use a little bit better mic work. He's good on promos, like behind the scenes. Actually, on the mic, not that good, like in front of a live crowd. But I think if we change it up to like a little hip hop theme, or at least kind of just adopt a little bit of what Truth got. Not a whole lot of it. Just adopt some of it, get a little more bounce to himself. It'll feel a little more natural. So I think he's trying to make us like this whole rock star, Damien, all rise to the bisexual, Undertaker, whatever they were saying and all that. I don't like that stuff. Like, it don't fit him. It's stuff that they look like they're trying to throw on him. I think him being with R-Truth, it feels a little more natural. So get rid of his music, or at least change it up a little bit. And that's another thing I said on the Raw show. We got all these musicians. We got Jerry Rowe. I think Mike Will made it. Was on one of the commercials one time. What's his name? Zaytoven. They know him. We know Lil Yachty right now. Like, we got all these musicians working for WWE, or at least some type of influence in them. Have them make some damn music. They ain't got just rap and be in commercials. Have them make damn music. They get paid. They are millionaires to make music, and whatever contract y'all done gave them, they pretty much saying make appearances. They can make some music too. They'll do it. Damn.
Yeah, they definitely would do it.
Y'all will be excited to do it.
They probably wondering like, damn, I wonder why they ain't never asked me to make no music.
Come on now. Jazzy Roll should definitely be thinking that. Like, damn.
Yeah, Lil Yachty too. Lil Yachty even back then. Lil Yachty too.
Yeah, and they always got celebrities in the crowd. They always highlight them. You know what I mean? Just go ahead, music. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard. Hey, it is what it is. You can have R-Truth make everybody music. He's a rapper and a country singer, whatever. Anyways, get rid of Def Rebel. But R-Truth and Damien Priest, they're having a lot of fun. Did you want to say anything else about them?
No.
All right, cool. So we can move on to the next thing. Did you want to tackle the Danhausen thing, or do you want to wait till the end of the show for that?
Oh my God.
I don't mind talking about Danhausen. I like him. So we'll tackle it just for a little bit. Danhausen. Danhausen has been cursing everybody, y'all. Everybody, and even people on social media are dressing up like him and cursing other people. He's actually got a thing going with Stephen A. Smith right now, and they're going back and forth online. The fact that Stephen A. Smith is acknowledging him and in on it, you can say whatever you want about Stephen A. Smith. He know how to make some money. He's acting like there's not a curse. And then Danhausen said, yes, there is a curse on you. A couple bad things happen here and there. And then, especially the bad thing happened to the Knicks right now. Danhausen taking full blame for it. He's saying, hey, Stephen A., you fuck with me, I'll take it off. Pretty much what he's saying on Stephen A. What is it again? He's saying, hey, Stephen A., fuck with me, be a good guy to me, and I'll take the curse off the Knicks. Well, now he's like, no, the Knicks are the Knicks, and they're going to do this, and they fucking suck, and they need to stop losing these series, and we'll do what. But, you can't ignore the fact that he came up there and said you're cursed in front of everybody. Now everybody's going to think, yeah, Danhausen got something to do with this. Tonight, he was pretty much, how can I say, stalking or giving Miz a very hard time in his house. He even got Maria in on it. That's just so funny, bro. He got Mrs. Wife in on it. He's stalking him everywhere. He's going everywhere, anything that goes wrong. And Miz is trying to find him, trying to get rid of the curse, or trying to get rid of Danhausen, period. It's funny to me. It's all hilarious stuff, man. Danhausen can do no wrong. And his merchandise sales are through the roof. You can't deny whatever he got going is working. He got life figured out, and I'm sitting here talking about him, and he don't know that I exist. You feel what I'm saying? Well, he probably know that we exist, but you get what I mean. He don't think about us. But with that being said, Danhausen, what's your full thing on him, man? I fuck with it.
Man, it's I guess they see something in him or in something in his character. That's why they hired him and gave him a contract. I just don't understand or see what the whole, somebody else can have that time. If you want to have him do stuff, it could be in the backstage. He can curse and do all that shit in the back area, and leave and
I mean, when you think about it, that's the main thing he does. His match only gonna be about 5 minutes. It ain't gonna be no longer than that. So when he does do the curse stuff, it's usually backstage or during the commercial breaks or on somebody else's network.
Okay, you know what? That's how they should keep it. Since it's only 5 minutes, he don't need to be in the ring. That 5 minutes can be given to somebody else, into another story. So that you just good. I'm glad you just said that. It's only 5 minutes. It shouldn't hurt at all. He can just do all that stuff, and he can, other networks backstage.
Yeah,
all that. So that actually worked perfect for him.
Yeah, he had. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying the less he's in the ring doing in-ring stuff will probably be the better.
I didn't mention that he actually had a match tonight. He had a match against Miz because of all this stuff that he was doing. So Miz wanted him in the ring. So he got him in the ring, and it looked like Miz about to close out on it. And then he rose up and did the "You Are Cursed" thing, and pyro came everywhere. Blasted him in the face, got the roll up, 1, 2, 3, got on out of there. He rolled out in his little Danhausen mobile. Oh man, this entertainment, man. It's WWE. You gotta think about it. This ain't WWF no more. It ain't Federation. It's World Wrestling Entertainment. Danhausen, it got to put the E in it. I promise you. It put the E in that. So, but I get what you mean, but not really fuck with it. But I fuck with it because I wish they would pay me whatever they paying Danhausen just to bullshit around and people buy my merchandise. I'm probably gonna cut of that. I'll do it in a heartbeat, boy. I don't care who wouldn't like it, boy. I'll be on there. I mean, I wouldn't be eating chicken and drinking Kool-Aid, things like that nature, and we all know why. But other than that, you know what I mean? I would do the Danhausen thing. So yeah, like he can't do no wrong, pretty much. So we'll go ahead and move on from it. But shout out to Danhausen. Like I said, we met him at WrestleMania 40 that year. No, it was it? I think we saw him at WrestleMania 40 and WrestleMania 41 when we went to Philly and we went to Vegas. I think we saw him both times. Like I knew who he was. He was at the WrestleCon thing. I saw his face. I just didn't know him. You feel what I'm saying? But he was there both times. Shout out Danhausen. With that being said, we can move on to the next thing, which is the Trick Williams celebration. Trick Williams came out with Lil Yachty, of course, and Lil Yachty pretty much announced that he's going to stick around. He's going to be there for a while, managing Trick, be on Trick's side. I'm not mad at it, because he don't really get too involved, and he's just sticking with Trick. You know what I mean? He's not having matches and getting involved in major storylines. He'll pretty much take a hit or two here and there, talk on the mic, bring a little bit more crowd in. Lil Yachty haven't really done much to irritate me at this point. When he first started to come through, oh, my fault.
No, I'm just saying, not me either.
Yeah, when he first came out, got Trick out the locker room. This was so funny. It reminded me of like a Rock, Shawn Michaels type of thing. Trick Williams came out the locker room. They told Gingerbread come on, because they got the Gingerbread Man coming out with him now. Pretty much make fun of Stanley. I had him come out, and some guy was trying to get Trick Williams' attention, like, hey, Trick, can I? He said, "Bow! Get out my face, grown folk talk." Hilarious. It reminded me of something the Shawn Michaels kicking the people, and The Rock pretty much cutting off people when he was coming to the ring, pushing them out the way and stuff. It was very entertaining. The lady came with the spray. He said, "Hey, Undertaker above the belt." Hey, Trick got it, bro. Trick got that presence, bro. He always has it. With that being said, he came in. They went to the ring for a celebration. Everybody loves him. He's being cheered heavily. They got to talking and whatnot. Got to, talking about how he's champion, how he's here. He's gonna be here for more championships, whatnot. And Lil Yachty, like I said, Lil Yachty pretty much announced he's gonna be there with him. So as they're about to leave the ring, Lil Yachty's on the apron, acknowledging the crowd. Trick Williams turns around and he gets hit by the ginger stick by Gingerbread Man. Lil Yachty turns around, see Trick on the ground, go check on him. And Gingerbread Man hits him with the stick, get him out the ring, right? Take off the hat, it's Sami Zayn. When I say the boos came in so heavily, and Sami like, what? They cheated at WrestleMania to beat me. What? Why? What's going on? Trick tried to stand up for a little bit, got his composure, then Gingerbread came with the haluva kick. Got Trick down on the ground. So with that being said, they're going to keep on going with this rivalry. I'm not mad at it because, like I said, it's going to turn Sami full heel and Trick's going to be babyface pretty much. I like it. Trick's really going to be like a tweener, like The Rock was. He going to do dirty stuff, say some cool stuff here and there, but the crowd fuck with him so heavy, he's going to stay cheered. And his entrance is amazing too, by the way. So with that being said, tell me about him, Bird. Talk about this, man. Let me know what your insight is. Man,
let's talk about it, man. I think Trick Williams is an excellent character, excellent wrestler. He's coming up. You can see the growth, in him. I think he's gonna do good with this United States Championship. I'm glad they put the belt on him. It's good. The crowd loves his music. I mean, his theme entrance. Like the pop that he gets is crazy. I agree. I agree. It's a good rivalry. I'm glad that they're not gonna do the open challenge for the men anymore. They should do WWE. I don't know if anybody associated with TKO or WWE is watching, but you should do the open challenge for the women's United States Championship. It would do way better for the women. Anyway, the rivalry, it should be good. Like you said, Sami Zayn will turn full heel, and we will get the middle babyface with a heel tactic, Trick Williams. So it's gonna be exciting, and then we're also gonna have Carmelo Hayes come back and be integrated somehow, which is also nice too. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Definitely. So with that being said, we can move on to the next thing. We had Rhea Ripley come out and make her first appearance on SmackDown as the new women's WWE champion. We kind of knew this was gonna happen because when they announced that Bianca Belair was pregnant, that's when I said, okay, Rhea's definitely winning because they're gonna need her on SmackDown now. They need a big time player with that title. And no offense to Jade, I think she will eventually win it back. But right now, that's how they can get Rhea on there to fill that slot of having Bianca missing. So, and Bianca's like 5 or 6 months pregnant. I thought she was like 3 or 4 months when they revealed it at WrestleMania. Nah, they said Montez Ford said they've been behind this pregnancy 6 months. With that being said, Bianca probably got like another 6 months before we see her again. The baby got to be 3 or 4 months before you even leaving with somebody like that. So we got another 6, 7 months before we see Bianca again. But with that being said, Rhea is here. And we all know how mommy does. She has great matches. I like her, but I wish she would do something outside of a championship. I'm not mad she got it. I just don't like that they took it off Jade and gave it to somebody who hasn't done anything outside of championships. Like, Judgment Day was great for her. But as soon as she started winning championships, that's all it was for her. She doesn't do anything but hold championships. And like I said, she's great. great merchandise, great look, gimmick straight, but all she does is get championships and nothing else, pretty much. Because she's not great on the mic either, if I'm being honest. She ain't terrible, but she definitely ain't no, I don't look forward to her promo. So, you
talking about Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea. She don't do nothing outside of championship. But hopefully she does. Hopefully she brings this title some new life or whatnot. Because we all know they didn't have Jay defend it for some reason, even though she had a few single matches. She had a single match against B-Fab, Tiffany Stratton, Michin, and Jordan Grace. They could have made all of them title defenses, and that would have been 4 title defenses on her belt, but they didn't do it for some reason. But it is what it is. So she's on that. By the way, we didn't see Jordan Grace since. What's up with that? We're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. I don't know why we ain't seen her since, but that she may have got hurt. If she got hurt, that's a bad look on Jade. But either way it go, we'll see. Rhea came out to celebrate. She got interrupted by Jacy Jayne. Now, Jacy Jayne came out and the boos were so heavy you couldn't hardly hear her. This is excellent. This is what you need from a heel. Someone who's getting booed, got a faction, and can wrestle their ass off. The future is bright for Jacy Jayne. On your first night on the main roster like this, and it ain't boos where they don't want you in the industry. Like, you ain't got no controversial stuff that's going on outside of wrestling. Not that I know of, at least. Not to where it's gonna make this happen. This is just pure wrestling heat. This is what
Dominique
you want.
Mysterio type
yeah.
deal.
This that Dominique heat. This that Logan Paul heat. This that heat that you need when you're on the mic. So she kept saying, "I love it. Go ahead, keep it up." And I love the fact she's embracing it. So she's gonna be the true heel that we need on SmackDown. I like it. And having the whole faction is great too. So with that being said, she came out, interrupted, and pretty much got to running her mouth, and pretty much saying that she can do whatever she wants. This is gonna be her show. Rhea has an exception to that because she's the champion. So Nick Aldis eventually came out and made this a match, and it was a great match. I love the match. Now it ended because Fatal Influence was like, "Nah, you're not about to pin her," because it looked like she about to get the pin on her. And they came and interrupted it. So of course, Rhea won due to disqualification. But the match was great. The match was absolutely fantastic. This was a great match, a great opener for Jacy Jayne. Everyone should take notice because it's not going to be long before she messes around and have that World Women's title around her waist as well. I give it a year. She's probably going to have it. So I like her, man. I didn't really see the hype for her at first at NXT, but the more I got to watching her, and I was like, well, man, she really got it. She cold with it. You know what I mean? I see why she had the title longer than anybody. The NXT Women's title, she had it longer than anybody. And I see why. She was killing it. So shout out to Jacy Jayne, man. What do you think about Jacy Jayne's singles debut against Rhea Ripley, Bird?
It was a good match. I actually liked the match. Excellent match. It put the group on notice. It put her on notice even more. I'm glad that she might be fighting for the title soon. This might be a future match that they actually gave us a taste of. That they can later build up for it to actually be a title match. And I wouldn't be disappointed. She's actually good in the ring, and she actually was holding her own against Rhea Ripley. So excellent match, excellent women's match, and it made sense. I'm glad that they let them debut, and then they decided to put them in a match. A singles match right away. Anybody. It could have been anybody, but they chose a leader, which was a good choice.
Right.
So this, like I said, this group remind me of the Shield, kind of like with more better mic skills. Everybody got better mic skills.
Yeah. Okay. For sure, women wise, they look great too. Yeah, it was great. It was great seeing them. I'm glad they got their shine, man. This is gonna be great. Also, after the match, Rhea Ripley had to go to medical to get checked out, and Alexa and Charlotte were there, And Charlotte was pissed off at Rhea for not getting a job done. But how you been mad at her not getting a job done? They jumped your ass too. You're a medical too. How you mad at Rhea? So she's like, yeah, I guess I'll handle the problem. So this is what I think. Them three versus Charlotte, Rhea, and Alexa at Backlash, or on a random SmackDown. One or two. But we all know. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say they probably gonna put that match on SmackDown, and then that was just let us know too that here's another possibility person who could be going for the title against Rhea Ripley. Now Charlotte Flair. You
remember they had their banger match 2 years ago, which was match of the year, in my opinion. Match of the fucking was Rhea and Charlotte. That year they had that match. It was the best match in Mania. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. I think the only thing that would have been a little better would have been the Cody and Roman thing, but they had so much shenanigans around it. It was still a great match and great moment or whatnot. But just actual pure just wrestling without all the bullshit, Rhea and Charlotte tore down the house. They stole the show. And it's just my opinion. They need to get back to having one of them women be a main eventer one of them nights. It's just my opinion. They're Royal Rumble winners and Elimination Chamber winners. So if they're not main event, they need to open. Just my opinion. You know what I mean? It would make sense. Anything else, they should stop doing. Like, if the men are going to main event both nights, have the women open up both nights. That way, technically, still the kind of, a draw, a main draw. They don't need to be in the middle. Cause they do great every time. Jade and Rhea had a great match. This was Jade's best match. And I mean by far. Jade can wrestle now. I don't want to hear that shit. When people say she can't wrestle, nah, after WrestleMania, can't say it no more. Can't say it no more. Now, don't get me wrong, her next match needs to follow up. But, what she showed me at WrestleMania, I don't want to hear that she can't wrestle shit no more. Go in the ring. If she can't wrestle and she's so bad, you go in the ring, you do what she did. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to hear that no more. But, yes, like I said, that could be a potential thing, and we will hope to see that. We can move on. Oh, so I was wrong earlier, too. I completely forgot because they announced it during a commercial. Ricky Saints is coming to SmackDown. So they got one guy called up. Ricky Saints is coming to SmackDown too. So technically they got 5 people. So I can't be too mad at that. Ricky Saints is very entertaining. Yeah. Now he's a smaller guy. Like he seems bigger when he got his regular fit and clothes on. But when he's actually wrestling, he's not that big. He's probably about Chavo Guerrero size and probably slimmer.
So he's gonna be fighting for you.
He's probably about an inch or two taller than Johnny Gargano, pretty much.
So another person for Trick Williams for the United States Championship.
I'll tell you this: size and ability wise, yes, United States title. Persona wise and commanding the stage wise, I can see him in the world title picture. Maybe not winning it, but in the picture for sure. Like Ethan Page is gonna be, Ricky Saints is gonna be too. He's gonna be in the picture. I'm not sure if he's ever gonna win it, but he's definitely gonna be someone that's gonna eventually go. He may mess around and challenge Cody next week. If Cody out there can get good, they ain't gonna be able to see that there. They already acknowledged that on NXT one time when they had an interaction with each other. So. It would be interesting to see that. That's why they brought him there. Just thought about it. That's exactly why they brought him there instead of Joe Henry. That'd be something they can piggyback off of if the rivals get lazy. Just go back to an old rivalry that already happened. Or, kind of. They really didn't have a big rivalry in AEW, but kind of. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. Nice. Decent. Thanks. Congratulations to you. So, we can go ahead and go to the main event. The main event of the night, like we said earlier, it was announced as Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. They had a banger. Both these boys can go. I'm happy for Solo still getting his shine on. I was very, very impressed by Jacob, like I always am. They had a lot of close calls, a lot of things that I thought may lead to a 3 count. Solo went for a spike like 2 or 3 times, and Jacob avoided it. That let you know if he would have got that spike in, it would have been over with. But he never got it in. He was never able to get it in. With that being said, Jacob ended up winning the match with the moonsault that he does. 1, 2, 3 on Solo Sikoa. Afterwards, he got jumped by MFTs. The Usos were looking at the match the whole time on the ramp. When the MFT started hitting him a little too much, they started coming down the ramp, and they're about to jump in to help. But right when they're about to jump in to help, Jacob pretty much had it. You know what I mean? He got back in control, started whooping him, beating him up, super kicking, hitting him with chairs and everything. He even put Tonga Loa through the table, through the announcer table. By the way, somehow he botched that. Did you reckon you saw when he first did it? He hit him to put him on the table. But he just turned around a little bit, and he fell completely off the table. So he had to get it. So he had to headbutt him again. I'm like, they gonna clip that. They gonna clip that for sure and get your ass for that. But if y'all are commenting, Boss Man is on the road right now, so he can't really put our comments up. But thank you everyone who is joining us. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn's probably watching. Reptar may be watching, MTG, and my brother Rakis, who's usually watching every single time. We are sorry that we can't get your comments in right now, but please continue to comment and interact. We can get online and interact with y'all as well after the show. So we appreciate all the support. But like I said, great match. Jacob took out everybody afterwards, looked very strong, and they really should have the Uso word. Like, man, he just did that to the whole MFT. We had problems with this group. All 3 of us. You feel what I'm saying? Us and Roman had problems with this group. He just took out the whole group by himself. Well, Jacob was in the group when they had problems with him. So, and by the way, Bronson Reed, come back and join Solo. Don't be with yourself no more, or don't be with the Vision no more. I hope he goes SmackDown. I like him and Solo in the same group or whatnot, but that's beside the point. Merv, what's your opinion on the last match, man? The main event and everything around it, Jacob Part 2, the Usos, everything, man. Tell me something.
Man, like I said, it's great. I'm glad that they got Jacob Fatu in the spotlight that they got him in. I think they're gonna make him a great baby face. I actually like Solo too. They should do more with him, in my opinion. Even though he's the leader of of the faction, they really don't have too much, for him too much, So they need to tighten that up with that before they, lose his character and he lose buzz and hype and all that. But it was a great main event. Give it 4 out of 5 out of stars for the main event. Good. I'm excited to see how they're going to do Jacob Fatu, because right now the crowd is eating. He got the crowd eating out the palm of his hand. So,
yes, sir. All cash, no pay. You know what I mean? Ooh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, like I said, we're big fans of Jacob Brown here and Solo. Hopefully they do something with both of them. So with that being said, we are at the end of our show. We appreciate everyone who's watching us, man. It was great seeing y'all. It always is. SmackDown was great. It looked like we got a bright future with the call-ups. Like I said, I gotta watch NXT, because with this many people getting called up, they gutted NXT's roster. Pretty well, their main people, they called them up. So more people have to be main people, and those people are going to eventually get called up. So with that being said, we got to see who got caught up from Evolve. Because more likely, Evolve people are going to have to take their place, or people from the Indies who they just randomly signed and whatnot, or they're in their NIL people. But usually it's gonna be a few people from Evolve. Shout out to Cappuccino Jones. I'm hoping Cappuccino Jones ends up on NXT. Friend of the show, by the way. We know Cap personally. Me and Boss Man, we've been on a few shows with him. So with that being said, we're gonna keep an eye out, man. That was our show for tonight, man. Thank you, or this morning, this evening, wherever y'all at. Thank y'all for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and get it out here. Bird, what you got to say, man? Tell us something.
Man, first of all, thanks for everybody that's tuning in with us every week. We can't do this without you. Thanks for everybody's support. You know, we love doing this, and we're gonna try to bring you the best content every week, all week, that we can. So again, thank you. We cannot do this without you, and hopefully that we will see you again next week.
Yes, sir. Like a used condom. Y'all ain't fucking with us. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. Y'all be easy. Love you.
Peace, man.